Hey there. Subscribe to my channel. And also press this bell icon, so you never miss any new updates, cause whenever we upload new video you will get a notification on your phone.
Hi, today in my bench I have this Denon precision audio component, TV, AM, FM, stereo tuner, and this is a precision audio component, compact disc, stereo system, d-3. So it's basically an early models of home theater. It have an built-in and integrated equalizer, amplifier, radio tuner, and dual cassette player, and also a CD player, as you can see. So yeah, the complaint was that this amplifier, the owner who used it started to hear a loud pops when he boosted up the volume, and a lot of distortion in the speaker outlet. So we are going to open this unit up and see what's the problem inside of it. Now I already removed the cover, but I have to mention this. The model number is d-3 Denon. Here the working voltage is AC 100 volts, 95 watts, 50 to 60 hertz, USR-3 unit number. So this is the only writing in this entire set, and of course in the front, the user interface in the front, the user symbols in front, it's also written in English, but yeah, you get the idea. Now let's pause this video and take a look at the inside. This is the inside of the unit, and wow, I have to say, check out the dirt in this machine. Wow, if this machine or this unit was in a construction site, it wouldn't have this much dirt in it. So I can't imagine what kind of hell this unit is living in. So as you can see, there is the CD construction around here. The deck, the tape section, and the amplifier section. If you can see the SDK around here, and if I stand up, you can see this is the radio section. Some amplifier circuits, board for the radio, Denon, and the number KU-9171. This is the radio section, and I must say it's really nice construction. Not the best, but however, it's like the 90s construction or build. So first thing I'm going to do in this circuit, and look at this bend resistor over here. Yeah, this is the 3 watt 33 ohm, and this is the 3 watt 27 ohms. So the first thing I'm going to do with this unit, I'm going to clean it up and we will proceed from there. I clean up the radio modeler, or the radio board, as you can see, much I could, and it cleaned up okay, but I could not get to the lower boards because this is in the way. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to remove this board, undo these cables over here, mark every one when to its originally place, and then proceed from there. I remove the board, this guy over here, and this is the radio board as we saw in the previous footage, and I removed this bracket, this metal bracket. This goes from here to here. Where is it? Let me just, this bracket over here hold the board in place so I can reach the power AMP. As we can see, someone cleaned this area real good, so I believe someone was in here. I don't know if the IC is originally came from the factory. This bent resistor, I don't approve of this. Yeah, so me, no burn resistors, that's a good sign. So what I should do from here, what I should do, try to clean this board much I could, and then reinstall the the radio board, because we need the on and off, and I believe this unit does not boot up if the this is the on and off system power standby. I don't like this feature because this allow that the or maybe there is a secondary no, there isn't. There is only one board, one transformer. Many models like these kind has or have a standby transformer. That is not present in this case or in this set. So I'm going to clean this much I could, and clean the CD further if I can, CD board, because the only reason why I should clean the CD board is because of the power rails. I don't need a any short in the power rails or any dirt on the power rails, much possible. So after I clean it, we will install the radio board as I said, and try to power it up and see what happens. So I clean it up, and sorry, I'll just try to insert the camera much I could, and clean up very well actually. As you can see, okay, and of course this side over here, it cleaned up okay, not the best, but it's okay for testing. And I reinstall the radio board, the tuner board, and after inspecting the circuit, I believe this side over here, it's a the tape deck amplifier, because these are for the the tape deck, and this is for the erase head. This goes in here, and this is the oscillator for the erase head. So, and these are for the auto reverse heads. So let me get a power transformer, step down transformer, and hook it up and see what happens. So this is the power lead of the unit, and of course the plug, it's not here, so I use my my power cord with alligator clips, just to temporarily feed the power through this line, and I pull out this power adapter. This is a 220 volt to 110 volts step down adapter, step down transformer. This is capable of producing up to 400-500 watt, and of course I want it myself, so yeah. And now I'm going to try to plug it in and hope it will not blow into my face. And let me just pause this video and try to free the lead to the power transformer. Okay, I freed the power transformer lead, and I'm going to plug my trusty power cable and see what happens. Okay, we have, I don't know if you can see it because of the light or not. Oh yeah, we have a standby screen, and let me push the power button. Oh yeah, radio is, it's okay, CD, it's okay. Let me just turn off the flash in order so you can view it better. Yeah, it's on in tuner position, and this is a tuner, so yeah, even the CD display, it's on. Actually, it's a lot more brighter on the camera than real life, but it is here. Yeah. So let me test the speaker output by using a multimeter and see if there is abnormal output or voltage, abnormal output voltage on the speaker leads, and see what happens. And then I will connect the speaker and see what happens. This is the output of the first speaker terminal. As you can see, 0. Let me switch it to the other one. And by the way, in all of these kind of sets, the ground is common. It's connected from inside, so nothing. Let me lower the scale a little bit, as you can see. Yeah. So let me bring a speaker leads and connect them and see what happens. We are back on the Denon, and It's a lot more brighter now because I boost up the variac voltage. I was feeding it up to 75 volts in protection mode, in order if this thing shorted in somehow I would be protected, and also I will protect the inside component. And let's okay, and wow, after connecting a lead, an antenna lead to the tuner, wow, an Arabic song. Yeah, so yeah, and this tuner is tuned to the Japan, so the frequency range is between 75. Let me just try to, and this is 88.3. In Japan the frequency, it will go up to 90 megahertz. So yeah, and nothing here yet. Yeah, from 76.0 to 90 megahertz. This is the frequency range, or the tuner range. So I don't care about the tuner if it works or not, but it is for testing purposes only, if the amplifier is working or not. What I should do right now is switch to the video data position and feed some signal in the connectors in the back, and see if this thing will produce a decent sound or not. And this is the back connectors. I already connected the signal to these two, the middle jacks in here. This jack apparently for the phono input, and this I don't know, data or maybe whatever. This is right, the lower one, the red one is right, and this is left, and this is the like an AWACS connector. This is for the phono, and this is the AWACS. So I'm going to move to the front and boost up the volume and see and hear the volume or the voice. And this is the volume. I'm going to boost it up, and let me just, okay. Wow, it's very clean actually. Very clean voice. Yeah. I wonder why the LED is not lighting up. I know it's shining, it's showing on the camera it's lighting up, but no, it's not. Maybe there is something wrong with the LED itself. I will investigate this further after a minute, but let me now concentrate on the amplifier. Let me try the equalizer, and this is the equalizer. As you can see, equalizer on. Oh, much more different. Let me just try to fiddle around. Oh yeah. Oh, both channels you cannot, this is like an auto balance, so when you control, you increase a certain frequency in both channels, it's simultaneously or at the same time they increase it, so you cannot separate one from another. Yeah, so Okay, let me pause this video and switch to the other terminal, speaker terminal, and see what it sounds like. And I switched the speaker terminal, as you can see, and I stopped getting a signal on this side. So the left is okay and the right it's not. So let me just see why it is doing so. Maybe the connector, and let me just try to, yeah, I'm getting a hum out of the speaker when I touch this area. Yeah, so this is a culprit on here. I don't know if you can see it right. Let me just move in the camera a little bit. I may adjust the angle. If I push on this, then the signal come in strong. So there is something broken in this side over here, and I'm getting some static or distortion, like he said. So what should I do now? I'm going to pull the amplifier board. I don't believe the SDK is damaged. I believe there is a capacitors needed to go and some broken connections. So I'm going to re-remove this board and remove the chassis or the amplifier board and address these issues, and then I believe this set is ready to go. So I'm going to do this and I'm going to retest it, and then we will proceed from there. I remove the board, the amplifier board in place, and I have to say that taking a look at this area over here, someone was in here definitely, and he soldered these, but he did not do a very good job actually. So the amplifier does not seem that it has been replaced in any time, or this board has been tampered with. The only signs of tampering, it was in the jack's position. So, and I have to say that removing this board from the casing or from the unit, placed in the unit, it was a very hard job. And why it was a very hard job? In order to remove this board and bend it like so, like I did, you have to remove this bracket that hold the radio board slash cassette board in place, and also I remove the bracket that holds this board in a vertical position, and I screw the screw that goes in here, and I remove it. And also I had to remove the this jack over here, this plug or this phono or phone headphone jack from its place, in order so I can swing this board to this side. Taking a look, wow, someone bridged the fuse, as you can see. If I zoom in a little bit, yeah, this fuse is popped, and someone he use a jumper in order to jump the fuse. So I have to address this issue around here. So this issue, look at the amount of dirt in this modeler. Wow. Yeah. So okay, so I'm going to, let me zoom out a little bit, address the issue of the plug and change the capacitors in this area over here, and then reflow any suspicious or suspect, whatever you want to call it, connections, and address these connections over here. Wow, look at this one. I can swear that this, oh, maybe the glare of the light on the camera show me this, but I believe and I saw like it was broken. So I'm going to reflow all the suspicious connections and see what happens. So after reflowing all the connection, I decided to uninstall the IC or desolder the IC, the STK, and remove the old cooling paste and put a fresh new cooling paste, because cooling paste get dry over time. And I fixed the RCA jack. There is a problem in the connector of the RCA jack, so I removed them and I resoldered them, as you can see. If this damn camera will just focus. Yeah, this is my solder, and comparing to the old solder, the guy who soldered it, you can see the difference. So I reflow all of these, and of course this transistor and the connector, power transistors, these power transistors, as you can see, these three over here, and also I reflow this jack over here, because the solder and these connections look suspicious to me. So after that has been said, I'm going to now install it in its place and replace the fuse. And by the way, I removed the fuse and it was blowing alright. As you can see, someone put a jumper in it instead of the original fuse, and this fuse is 3.15 amps. So I'm going to replace this with a brand spanking new one and install this board and reconnect everything and try it on. Back on a Denon, I already installed reconnect all the board and all the wires, and I have to say this is a pain in the butt was to remove all the board and all these wires, but it is repairable and very friendly repairable. Not the best, but it is repairable, because these kind of plugs I really like. Not the best, of course. I really like the kind of connections, like you can plug them. The type that you unplug them, they are more easy to handle than this one. But however, they do the job and they make a solid connection. So if we take a look from in here, as you can see, all the components are back together, and I reinforce. If I just move the camera to the side, okay, as you can see, and I put some hot glue as a enforcement of the plugs of the jacks, the RCA jacks. So this thing is ready to give it a whirl, like they said. Now I already connected a speaker to the back, and let me plug it in and see what happens. Okay, so far so good. Let me okay, everything is working fine. Oh, I forgot to plug the signal to the back. Let me pause this video and plug a signal, and let's see if we can get a decent signal and the symptoms before they're gone. So I connected the signal to the input of this fellow over here, and let's turn it on and see if we are going to get a decent signal or not. Okay. Decent. And I have to admit that fixing these connections, fixing the solder and these connections, and retighten the jacks, the RCA jacks, really is waking up the signal and make it more clear. Really nice. Wow. Let me switch to the other line and test the clearance of the sound. And this is the other line. This is without the equalizer. Oh my god. And this is 30 watt, so really nice. It's all about the peak, how much peak you can get out of these. And that is loot and a whole big bag of it. Now I'm speaking from experience. And when you're broke, you know you're getting those skinny ends. And if you're lucky like LeChana, now this is my motto. Lay it one by one and make sure it's legato. Spit up, Mac, get in the rental now. See me smile. My pros are all from Marshalls, never got my game tight. Let me try the radio and tune it up. Okay. Yeah, so okay, let's see if we will, it's tuning, let's see if it will stop. Yeah. Yeah, so, and if I shake it like so, there is no disconnection like it was happening before. Now let's address the issue of this indicator light, the volume indicator light, and see why it doesn't light up. I'm going to disassemble it and see why. So I pull it out, and as you can see, the wires are cut. So I'm going to resolder these, and I hope it will work. So I tested the LED and it was working fine, and so I connected it like so. If this camera will just focus a little bit, it will be a blessing. Oh, here you go. And I put some hot glue in order to hold the wire in place. And why did I did this and I did not remove the board? Because the board is plastic melted and held by these two hinges, and they are plastic molded or melted and directly in its place. So removing this I will have to undo these two melted plastic, and it won't be the same. So this is a lot more easier, and it's not very crucial, and it will do the job fine. In the meantime, what I did, I reinstalled all the screws, and I connected the audio jacks in its place, and this set is ready to go. All what I have to do now is close the hood and say goodbye to this set. So thank you for watching. See you next time.